What's going on YouTube? It's Dylan Bartlett here, and today I'm giving you guys my agent deck profile. Mainly because I'm not going to play Atlanteans like I was planning on to. Instead, I'm going to play agents. I really like agents right now, so I'll probably upload one more agent build, mainly because this build is obviously, you can see the Card Trooper and Call the Haunted build. But I do like the tour guide build too. I'd probably take these would be 2 tour guides, like Sangan, Knight Assailant. I'll try to find room for BLS and Chaos Sorcerer, which would probably come from here, maybe. I do like this build. This build's very solid, and we'll get right into it. 3 Hyperions, 2 Christia. Christia is one of those cards that's like, it's very good, but it's really, really bad in your hand, because a lot of times you can't get 4 fairies in the grave when you want them. And a lot of times, you don't, the deck only has Call the Haunted and Hyperion as a graveyard manipulation. This card's very dead late game, unless it's in the grave already. You can Call the Haunted it. But I try to play 1, because a lot of times this would get clogged in my hand, but when you play 1, you never see it, so you kind of just have to man up and just play 2. 2 Earth and 2 Venus. Now, every agent build plays 2 Venus, or plays 3 Venus, sorry. Main reason I don't is because at first I couldn't find a 3rd Venus, because I had to literally get all this from multiple people. I had to pick up the whole deck, not as a whole, I had to do it all separate. So I didn't have a 3rd Venus, so I just played with 2. But then I tried to put a 3rd Venus in, and I don't have room for it. I do like 2 Venus though, mainly because, 2 and 2 is good, because you're going to mill one of these off, probably, or open with one of these, and when you get your Venus off, going Earth into Venus, when there's no Shine Balls, like, it's dumb. I hate summoning this card, if, the Shine Balls are in the grave. I don't play Pot of Avarice, because there's just too much life point paying. 1,000 here, 1,000 there, plus Solemn Morning. There's just too much life points. I never bring out 3. I always leave 1 in the deck or hand. So playing a 3rd one would just be like have a dead card. So, and I can bring this back like with Call of Haunted. Like, I always get out Shine Balls every game I play. Of course, the 3 Shine Balls, and then the hand traps. I don't like Max C in this deck. I probably would only play 1 though. Like, if I had it, I probably would take out a Veiler for 1. Just for the wind-ups, so when I play it, they wouldn't push. But, I like this right here. Veiler stops it on the summon, stops it from doing their shenanigans, stops it right then and there for that turn. Unlike Max C, where some people will push through the Max C, they don't care. Especially if they have a set warning face down, and the cleared your backers are like, okay, I'll sell them, warning the gores. But, Max C, like, the drawing ability for me, it wouldn't be too great. I don't like drawing Shine Balls. I don't like, drawing multiple Christias, so. And then here's the heart of the deck, the Trooper and the Thunder King. Very, very good cards. Thunder King by itself is a game-winning card this format. If you set on the Thunder King and protect it, it's really good. Card Trooper, multiple people are playing the Card Trooper. Or multiple people are playing Thunder King, so this is a +1 on its own. You ram into a Thunder King. People are playing Doom Caliber Knights. It's a +2. The card's very, very good. It can get under bottomless. People aren't going to want to torrential it or mirror force it. People will waste Solemn Warning on it. The only card this really hurts is Deep Prison. Some people will even Phoenix Chain this card, which I don't use it for the draw 1 attacking ability. Well, not attacking ability, but attacking. I use it for the mill ability, so even if a Phoenix Chain is there, if they go activate Phoenix Chain, I can still mill 3 for the cost, that 1 turn. 3 MST, Storm, Dark Coil, Reborn, and 2 Duality. I added a 2nd Duality, mainly because I wasn't seeing the Thunder King and the Trooper enough, and that's your bread and butter after you get your Venus off, so I put on a 2nd one. The deck doesn't have to special summon every turn. It doesn't special summon too often. 3 calls, Solemn Brigade, 2 D prisons, a Phoenix Chain, a Compulsion, and a TT. Phoenix Chain and Compulse. These could either be 2 Compulse or 2 Chains, but I like 1 and 1. Because Phoenix Chain is very good. It does stuff that Effect Veiler can't. Like, you know, I can Phoenix Chain my opponent's Christia, like on my turn. That way I can drop and special summon guys. Phoenix Chain that Gachi. But Compulse is, I like the 1 Compulse too because it makes your opponent minus themselves. You know, when they go into their Exceed play. Yeah, I can negate and, you know, next turn probably kill it. But with this, it's kind of like, oh, -1 on you. Because, like, Phoenix Chain is really good, but Compulse it's really good too. They're kind of like, they're okay. Like, it does stuff that the others can't. Like, in some cases, like heroes, you don't really want to compulse their alias, but if you need them, you know, if you can't take too many attacks, then you can chain it. And then for the 1 TT, I don't like 2 TT because it's like, if I have Gachi and Venus on the board and I TT, I lose a Venus and I lose a Gachi material. Same thing with Thunder King. I don't want to TT my Thunder King. There isn't any, the only good cards to TT is with the Card Trooper, so I only play the 1 of. For the extra deck, 2 Gachi and Daigusto Phoenix are my level 2s. Daigusto is really good, not for the OTK factor, but for the fact that when you have 3 fairies in the grave, I can make him and then instant dump Shine Ball, so I can drop Christia. And then Leviathan, Tempo, Zenmains, and Acid Golem. I've never brought out Tempo. He'll probably come up for a Levier. I've never had to drop this guy. For my rank 4s, I just play the Butterfly, the Gem Knight, Pearl, and the Utopia. I don't make level 4s, but it doesn't mean I can't. Like, I can, like, if I need to, I can go, like, double Thunder King. Like, summon Thunder King and call a Thunder King. Summon Thunder King and Honest. Reborn and call. I mean, it's just in case. I play a Black Rose, because you can make it pretty easily. Scrap Dragon and Catastor. Stardust Dragon and Chimera Tech. For the side deck, 2 Snowman. I stopped liking this card because I think it's a card that's too predictable. Like for heroes. But I had Puppet Plants, and last night when I was playing Epicos, I played a hero player twice, and I sided in Puppet Plant, and Puppet Plant really can't do anything for me, except for, like, stop the OTK, or, you know, it really doesn't do anything for me. Cause, I mean, the only level 4s that I have are Thunder King, so I can't, like, overlay. I mean, I can Synchro with Effect Veiler and Orange Light, but every time I had Puppet Plant in my hand, I didn't have any of those other cards. Like, he beat me in Swiss, and then I beat him in top 4. I had Puppet Plants in my hand, and I couldn't use them. Like, I didn't have anything else to combo up with a Puppet Plant, so I decided to put the 2 Snowmans back in. I mean, yeah, Samurais are around, but I don't know. I think Snowman's just going to have to be it for this deck, for the fact that I don't have lots of level 4s to abuse the Puppet Plant with, to exceed and stuff. Kinetic for the Samurais and the heroes. Cyber Dragon System Down. Of course, they go hand in hand. They're both for the gear. This card, though, it can be good for anything. Like, I can put it against like heroes. Sometimes wind-ups. It's an alright card against other things, anti-meta. 2 crossouts, mainly for Gravekeepers and Gear. Also, if I play Worms or something random, Chaos Dragons, I'll put this against Chaos Dragons, surprisingly. Cross out the Raikou. 2 Soul Takers. This is just an all-around generic card for anything. I mean, Heroes and Chaos Dragons, yes, because they miss their timing with Shining and Light Pulsar. But this card, I'll even set it against Insectors, because like with Insectors, when they have their stuff equipped, you know, you want to kill it, and they have weak attacks, so you try to kill it, and they'll end up T-rolling you, and they're like, ah ha ha ha, you just put cards on the board for me to pop off with Hornet. Well, with Soul Taker, I'm able to take their monster, so that way that won't happen to me next turn. Even though they do play Triple Call, it's one of those things that's like a hit and miss, you know, it can work and it can't. Last night, I sided these against an Insector guy, and it worked. Like, game 3, I Soul Takered him to get rid of his Centipede, and I was able to OTK him after that. 2 Dust, again, another generic card for everything. Inzectors, Heroes, Dino Rabbit, Wind-Ups. It's just a go-to card. Like, I play it in almost every matchup. Double goes in match, mainly for the Wind-Ups. And then these are supposed to be 2 Shadow Mirrors. I had 2 Macro, and Macro is supposed to be for like the Dark World and all that stuff. And the concept behind that was like, I saw Billy Break was citing 3D fissures. I'm like, okay, well, you know, the concept was, okay, if they can do it, I can do it. But I didn't realize that his concept was mainly to go, okay, defissure, and then just go off. Like, it's so he can stop the effect veilers and Maxis. I honestly thought he just did it for like the Dark Worlds and stuff like that. And I tried to put this in against a Light Storm player, and luckily Game 3, like, this card boned me over. But luckily in Game 3 I was just able to win. Like, our Game 3 lasted like probably 25 minutes. Game 1 and 2 were pretty quick, but this card like boned me over. So these are gonna be Shadow Mirrors. But that's the deck that I'm playing so far. Like, it's really good. There's a bunch of stuff I do want to play, but I just don't have the room for. Like, I want more Phoenix Chain. I do want to play a Mirror Force. But like, the only cards I can really cut is like the other Duality and the other called the Haunted. I probably will take out a Duality for a Mirror Force. That sounds really good. But yeah, that's my agent profile. Thanks for watching, guys, and please subscribe.